Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, I eat folks, sampler video series videos I've been doing for the water. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. I just got through doing a review of a pretty tasty burger. I'll get into that. And now we're going on to something else because that's how the reviews go. I can't just... I probably could make a whole channel out of just reviewing burgers. That, in fact, seems pretty likely. Well, I say that, and it's like, yeah, there's a lot of places that serve burgers, to be sure. But then you consider the fact that, I upload about 2 videos a day. You got 365 days a year. Never mind the fact that I'd surely be dead a quarter of the way into the year. No two ways about that. Then it's like, man, I'd have to just start, just rehashing burgers and be like, this is the 5th time I've eaten the Big Mac this year. Woo! Review time. No, but we're not doing that. I like to keep it spicy. But anyway, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm inside my truck, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when those two things coincide, that means that I was on my way home from work. I found some shit to review for you. It's not the case today. Not even vaguely the case today. No, in fact, I haven't been to work yet. I am in about an hour going to go see a film. And that film is a long film. And so basically, as soon as I get out of there, I have to get the fuck out and get to work. So I am dressed in my work attire. Sorry to anybody who might be sitting by me in the theater. I tried to get the cleanest clothes I could. So yeah, that's my plan for today. I'm going to be going to see... I believe the name is The Wind Rises, I want to say. It's a Studio Ghibli film. If you're not familiar with Studio Ghibli, they are like a super famous animation studio out of Japan. Princess Mononoke, Grave of the Fireflies, Totoro, Spirited Away. Classic after classic after classic. And they went over there. They've done Fathom events this whole year where they've showcased, some of their films in American theaters. I've been fortunate enough, I've seen 3 of them now. I saw Nausicaa, Castle in the Sky, which are 2 of my very favorites. And then I just yesterday saw Porco Rosso for the first time, which was a shitload of fun too. So this is one of the last ones that they're doing this year, so I'm excited. But anyway, what are we doing? What am I reviewing? What are we doing? Blah, 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 blah. Well, first of all, we're reviewing from a place called Boom! Middleterranean, or Middleterranean Kitchen, if you want to call it. They're a local spot to me. They specialize in sort of a combination of Middle Eastern and Mediterranean food. I really like this spot. I actually reviewed them years ago in the very early days of my channel. I did a little special on them. Go watch that video if you want. Probably pretty cringe by... my videos suck anyway, but... I shouldn't say that because people like my videos. And I'm trying, if I say that they suck, that I'm invalidating their appreciation. Thank you all very much, But I always strive to do better. I think that's the thing. But I really like this place. I just got through reviewing a burger from them, which was their lamb kefta burger. But of course, I'm not just going to review one thing. No sirree, Babaroonie. Because we're doing Boom, which is this. It is their chicken shawarma wrap. If you are not familiar, chicken I think you should be familiar with. Yes? Yes. Shawarma, if you're not familiar, it's like a type of seasoned, marinated meat. I asked one time at a restaurant, because, the first time I'd ever had shawarma, and I don't know how accurate this is, but the guy who ran the place explained it to me. He's like, basically, if you have, gyro meat, right? Gyro meat is, to, an American, counterpoint, it's like hamburger, okay? That's the equivalent. Shawarma would be their steak. It's a higher quality version, a better cut, I guess. So, let's open this up. There we go, there we go. Ha 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 ha. Ooh. It's filled with delicious meats and stuff. It looks like... Can we get a thing? Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! It looks like that. Oh, it just smells super good. Let's eat it now, because I've been blathering for a while. That's super tasty. I mentioned this in the lamb kefta burger review. One of the things I really like about Middleterranean is the freshness and the quality. Like, it always tastes nice and freshly made with really good ingredients. And I love the incorporation of the veg into their food. Because I'm not like, I mean, clearly, I'm not the biggest vegetable guy in the world, but I like vegetables. And I think, when they're used appropriately, they can elevate a dish, substantially. In a case like this, having that extra veg in there, not only does it add a nice texture to it, it just adds in this freshness, kind of counterpoint to the richness and the savoriness of the shawarma. It's just super tasty. And yeah, like with the chicken, you can tell, like it is soaked in flavor throughout. It's like, trying to think of like an equivalent. Well, I mean, just like I don't want to say like a rotisserie chicken. Man, like, almost kind of like how mole is premiered, like if you've ever had that. I mean, I'm not saying they're like super equivalent, but like just like you get so much flavor from it. That's what I mean. It's not like, okay, you get, just like an outside taste of, whatever they're seasoning it with, and then you get the chicken taste. You taste marinated chicken throughout. That's the flavor that's there. And it's just super tasty. Nice and tender. And you're just, like I said, you're getting that flavor throughout the entire experience. And that, in combination with the veg, you're just getting these nice... They even use, like, these little tiny pickles, I think. That's what I'm calling them. Or gherkins, or whatever you want to call them. And, like, they add in, like, I'm not a big pickle guy, you guys know that. But they just, slice them real thin and everything, so they're not overwhelming, but you do just get, like, these little pockets of bursting flavor. That's super good. As I mentioned with the kitty, there's a cat. He's running around outside. As I mentioned with the lamb kefta burger, there's nothing I dislike about Middleterranean. I've never had anything there I disliked. Chicken shawarma, I wouldn't say it's my outright favorite thing that they have on order, but I certainly had it in the past. I've always enjoyed it. And as far as chicken shawarma goes, it's definitely one of the better places that I've had it. Because, I don't know if it's the steak, tagiros, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know, that whole thing. But I have been to a couple of spots where the shawarma was not very good. That is not the case with Middleterranean. Middleterranean is really good. But, can it be even better? Because they give you an offer of sauce. Normally I would just get like the tahini sauce, because I'm a basic bitch like that. But, in this case, I got the haram sauce, which looks like this. You can kind of see it, kind of. Which is supposed to be spicy, and I don't think I've ever had haram sauce. So let's try it out right now. Ooh. Ooh. Shit, that's almost like a salsa. That is just vibrant explosion of flavor, and then like a really nice sustained heat. Man, why the fuck wasn't I getting this? I mean, tahini sauce is really good, but let's go ahead, get a little in there. Man, fucking haram sauce is where it's at. It's just, again, like the freshness of it is fantastic. Like you can taste the veg they used to make it, and it's just so nicely spiced. It is, it's got a kick to it. It has some proper heat. It's one of the things I like about going to, like, more, I guess, like, ethnic type outings and stuff. Because, like, I love American food. American food is great. And there's a lot of great qualities to it. But, especially in a lot of your more conventional locations, you know, they tend to be they tend to hold back when it comes to really putting the flavor on display. In comparison to the way a lot of, ethnic places do, where it's like, boom, just flavor. You're getting all of it, and that's what you're getting with Middleterranean. You get that freshness, you get that flavor, and man, that haram sauce is good. It wouldn't be for everybody, though. I will say that. But 2 questions that have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Absolutely I would, and absolutely I would. I really like their chicken shawarma. It is, like I said, it is definitely one of the better places I've had it. I love the freshness of it. And, it's a simple thing. It's a wrap. Everybody enjoys a good wrap. It's a good time. This is basically taking that, elevating it a little bit. It's just super tasty. Then you got the haram sauce, or other sauces are available. And, like I said, I think this is my first time ever having the haram sauce. And that is just super fucking tasty. That is right the fuck up my door. It's a proper spicy kick, super flavorful, and you can taste the quality of the ingredient. It's just a good time. Just a good time. As for recommending it to other people, I would absolutely recommend this place to other people. And I would say, if you're like a first timer, and, it doesn't even have to be Middleterranean, but if you're kind of to this, that whole region of food, I would say chicken shawarma is a really safe bet. It's familiar, but it's also unique. It's something you probably haven't experienced, and it is really good when it's done well. All that said, 5 things before I get out of here, folks. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Protect the rest of the week. Money, mentor, rest, months, dependence, rest here, folks. You can go there and have yourselves a truly haram-tastic rest of your life, because that is a tasty sauce, man. Man, that's really, really good. It reminds me a little bit of like a red sauce, like a red salsa. Just with other flavors and other goings on, but man, that's really good. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world as long as possible. It is, however, always appreciated, but what you do can't do all the time. I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not the easiest thing to not be an asshole, especially when you're in a truck and it's humid and it's actively making it hard for you to breathe right now. It's okay. We're going to get through this. When we run into situations that are stressful, frustrating, etc., take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I genuinely like you to do. Explore your local scene, okay? With this particular review, this review is going to end up in my Sampler Platter Local Love playlist, because this is a place local to me. That playlist is just local establishments, just stuff local to the Illinois scene, or the area that I'm closest to. And man, just, explore, find new places, like when my dad was around, he and I would go out to eat a lot. And, we went to a lot of really good spots, but like we'd really just find like maybe 3 or 4, and then we'd just sort of rotate between those. And, when I got a little bit older and I was able to kind of, venture out a little bit more myself, one of the things I wanted to do was like, man, I just want to hit up all these other places. Doesn't always work out, sometimes you find a dud, but more often than not, man, you find some really good stuff. I highly recommend that experience. But anyway, bye.